Hey, it's Up North Guy. Going to talk about how to store the Hobie Wave when it's on the water and you're not out sailing it. There's actually not a lot of good ways to do this, so I'll show you what I do, and then also talk about some other ideas for storing the boat on the water. So I'm using a lift for this. It's actually an old jet ski lift that was customized for the Hobie Wave, because I have not found anything out there that is commercially available that is made for the Wave, that's set up to pick up the boat because it's wide, and a standard lift doesn't work. So it's got to be extended because of the width of the boat, and it's got these 2x4s. I didn't customize this myself. I bought the lift when I bought the boat, so the guy that I bought it from had done this, and it works pretty good. It's got those rollers on there that'll help roll it off. It's also has a leg extension, so the leg was extended from a traditional jet ski lift just because there's so much weight on the back. It needs extra support back there. And I got it strapped down. There's 4 points on it where the straps are connected. You need something to hold it down to the lift because it would roll off or be impacted by the wind otherwise. So just unhook those and lower down the lift, and that'll get it into the water quite easily. This thing works really well. For getting it up out of the water, you don't need to worry about the waves or anything around the lake level changing that's going to impact the boat there. Here's a look at it with the boat off. You can get a better view of this. The 2x4s across there, treated wood with these rollers, both front and back, side to side. Those are the boards on the back there, extending across. Leg extension, you can see it here. It actually broke because the thing got picked up in the wind and broke that leg there. So you do have to watch that, because this whole entire thing with a Wave, it's got the trampoline. The wind tends to get underneath it and pick it up. So what I've been doing is anchoring it down. I've got a couple of anchor points on the front and the back, and just use a chain to fasten the whole assembly down, or else otherwise the entire thing will get picked up and moved when you get a really big storm coming across our lake here. Putting it back on is pretty simple. Just float it right on to those rollers. I kind of line up one side and push it forward, get on the back, and then push it all the way up the lift till it's up to the front, and then I strap it down and crank it up. The thing you can do is just pull the whole boat up on the shore. It's my neighbor's Hobie 16, which is a bit bigger of a boat. It's kind of a hard one to wrestle up on there, but that does get it up out of the water. If you're on a beach, it's also good to do that. You might have a roller or something like that underneath it, but that will work. My shoreline looks like this, though. On one side, I've got kind of a steep hill with some rocks, and on the other side, I've got a bunch of vegetation there, so I can't roll it up on my shore. I got to have something that's out in the water. You can also tie it to your dock if you got an area that's really calm and sheltered from the wind. That would work as well, and my neighbor does this. But in my situation, you just got too much wind coming from all directions. It would just get bounced against that dock all the time, and could come loose, could damage the dock, could also damage the boat. So it's not something that I could do, but could work for you. You can also just moor it offshore. Stick a buoy out there away from your dock so it's not banging on the dock. You just got to make sure that area is not too rough. And here's a last idea that I saw. It's a fixed height lift. lift, and I thought this was kind of cool. It's made out of PVC pipe. You just kind of roll it on there, slide it on there, and you can't adjust it. So as long as the lake level is not changing too much, I think this would work pretty well. It's got to be strapped down to hold it on there, just like mine is on my lift, but fairly simple to do as long as those posts are anchored into the shore. This can hold the boat up really nicely as well. All right, different ways to store the Hobie Wave when it's on the water. I like the lift the best, but you do have to customize a standard lift to get it to work for the Hobie Wave. If you got any other ideas that I didn't show here in the way that you store the boat on the water, go ahead and drop a comment into the video here. I'd really be interested in how other people do this, and if there's a better way that I'm not thinking about that we can share with the rest of our users here. Hey, thanks for watching. Check out my channel. It's Up North Guy on YouTube. I got more videos about the Hobie Wave, life and living up here, beautiful northern Michigan.